everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the ancestors past, present and future. Welcome to you, your guides, my guides and the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along, and bah humbug for tomorrow. No, I'm not a big fan of Christmas itself for no other reason than it just causes so much stress and anxiety for what should really be just a season of getting together with family and just enjoying each other's company. So wish you all a happy and merry Christmas day. Please keep it stress-free. Nobody cares if the trifle is slightly over or under alcoholic and whether you have one bread roll or two. So love to you all and have a fabulous break. So entertainment only. What I'm going to have a look at in this particular reading, I'm going to start off on a lovely note. There's a lot of things I want to look at today, but I'm going to start on a lovely note. I've got my mum's Light Seers Tarot, and I just want to have a look to see what sort of message the cards have for us for this coming year or so, or just the future, because I keep getting reminded there is no clock or calendar in the universal energies. Now, I do have a big picture window in front of me there. There is traffic that goes past, so if you get reflections and shadows on the wall behind me, I do apologise. It'll be the light shining, the sun shining off vehicles outside. Beautiful sunny day outside, except that it is howling a wind. So I was hoping to read outside, but we'd have cards flying from here about 4 blocks away, so back inside today. Just want to mention there are a huge number of AI videos coming out claiming to be Rachel Maddow or Jimmy Kimmel or any of the numerous. You can't find out until you go into the About section that they are actually AI, but they are pretty obvious. So just if you're watching any video that sort of seems too good to be true, double check with another source, preferably a reliable print media like AP News or PBS or BBC or somewhere like that, as to if what is being spouted in the videos is true, because you'll find very often it won't be. And if you come across one of those AI videos, feel free to report them as misinformation or spam or whatever you like. The more we report, the more they get taken down. So had to laugh the other day. So mum's doing well. Team Granny is doing well. Getting tireder. Had a couple of blood transfusions yesterday. She's just resting up on the sofa in the lounge room, nibbling on her grazing platter that I put out for her for lunch. And but I went to wake her the other day because she had a visitor that she wanted to be woken for. Put my hand on her shoulder to wake her up. Oh, goodness me, she just about jumped through the ceiling. She thought it was the angels had come to take her away. So, and then when she opened her eyes, it was just me. So that was quite amusing. So now it's a case of loudly clearing one's voice if I'm wanting her to wake up. Okay, so for those that are interested, it is a dress that I am wearing. It's just beautiful weather at the moment. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What have we? Oh, love it too. Absolutely love it. Because I'm wanting to read on what is coming up for us for the future. And the 2 cards I get is the Star card and the Magician as I was poker shuffling. Now, it reminds me of something that I heard yesterday. What was I watching? Love Your Face. Mum and I sit there like a couple of old married couple watching the telly of an evening. And last night was on Love Your Face, which was very much about people who perhaps have something about themselves um, that they were teased about at a very vulnerable part in their lives. So they've got not just wanting to get the whatever it is fixed, whether it be a gap in the teeth or a scar or something like that, wanting to get it medically fixed, but more importantly, it is about the psychological loving yourself. And one of the comments that was made yesterday was very much about you are the CEO of your own life. You are the boss of your own life. So this is about manifesting the possibilities that are available to you. And it doesn't matter what age you are. You are never going to be as young as you are today. So it is very much about manifesting the possibilities, and it might even, it doesn't matter as simple as it may be, because we then followed that. I think we watched beforehand Jamie Oliver cooking for Christmas. It doesn't matter whether it's just simply making a beautiful meal or planting something in the garden or um, reading a good book or whatever it is. This is about manifesting the possibilities of your life because you are the boss of your life. And if you're not the boss, then you're giving away your power. I mean, we do have to compromise on occasion, and bosses do have to compromise on occasion. But it's very much about taking charge of your life for you in the direction that you want it to go for however long you have remaining. Always reminded as well as our lives consist of two dates and a dash in the middle, and it's the dash that is incredibly important. It's what we do with the dash that defines who we are. And then we've got the star of hope and healing. This is about setting your dreams aloft and holding on to your dreams. She's got a piece of string here. She's holding on to her dreams and she's looking at those dreams um, and manifesting them into creation. So this is what this coming year is going to be very much about for us. Yes, there are still some tough times to go through, and I will have a look at those in other readings as we are going through the unraveling. But, and as I poker shuffle again and split, we have the Page of Wands and the King of Wands. So the Page of Wands is very much about finding joy, making plans that inspire you in whatever it may be. If you've always wanted to learn how to paint, then learn how to paint. You can use, cardboard and poster paints from the $2 shop if you want. It doesn't matter. But this is very much about inspiration and joy in what brings you happiness. And this one, the King of Wands, is very much about strength has got your back. You are stronger than you realize. You have strength to take action to bring this forward. So very much about this coming year is about um, not not a selfish defining you. This is about a defining you as part of the greater, part of the community. And you want to know what fell out? Death and rebirth. And this and is an infinity symbol. It's very much about the rebirth, letting go of what no longer serves you and stepping through into the light of possibilities of what can be. And we have to remember as we're going into this new year, most importantly is self-care. You can't give if you haven't got, but also the only constant in life is change. For those that are wanting to want things to stay the same forever, I hate to tell them or tell whoever is, oh, I wish it was, like it was 10 years ago. Well, 10 years ago wasn't necessarily that great either in some respects. But the only constant in life is change. And if we embrace that fact of leaning into change and accepting change, and um, we can, if we can control the path forward, we take the steps to actually do what we need to do, and if we can't, then let it go. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. I am going to do just a energies reading for us going into this new year. Now I'll probably be on again on Boxing Day. We'll see how things go. Christmas Day will be gentle and full of family. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. What do we need to know for us? Message for us. Message for the world going forward. Come on down, let's have a look. Okay, Three of Pentacles is the signifier, working together with others to create magic. Again, though, we can't work with others if we haven't got within ourselves to give. So self-care, first and foremost, most important, but not a selfish self-care. Selfish in the way of you needing to nurture yourself to be in the space that you need to be in, but then working with others to create something beautiful. It's also pause, stop, and then go. Absolutely. Setting up boundaries, however, boundaries are very, very, very important about self-care. Learn how to say no if it's something that you don't want to do or you don't want to be involved in. And stand defiantly behind those boundaries. Light your own flame, the flame of your messaging. So again, this is the second signifier. It is and stand proudly with your boundaries. If something is unacceptable, then it's unacceptable. Again, part of that self-nurturing. Okay, the energy behind the scenes. We've got the devil. I am absolutely not surprised to see him there. This is very much about as we go through life, we're given two options, two paths, and we can go down this path, which seems the simple, same old, nothing changes, not putting up boundaries, not pause, stop, and then go to then work with the others. This is very much about the same old, expecting a different result. And it seems like the easy path that we're meant to be on, but it's not, because this path is the path that just leads to the endless cycle of anxiety and despair. We are given these two paths. One is the same old, the devil path, and the other path seems more difficult, appears more difficult, because it's a path where we have to take action. See, this path, no action, just same old. No decisions need to be made, just continuing on as was, if it's not serving you. This path seems more difficult because it's the one where you have to take action, you have to make decisions, you have to challenge yourself, but it is the path that you are meant to be on. And it is the one that will bring you the joy and the enlightenment and take you to the place that you are meant to be. So keep going with this. It's a message that comes out often when I'm doing these types of readings. Okay, so the energy behind the scenes is the devil energy, and I'm loving what's on the bottom, the Ten of Swords. This is about letting go of perhaps what is causing you intellectual anxiety, or letting go of truths that no longer serve or lies that no longer serve, and stepping over the horizon into the new dawn, the new beginning. So we are in an ending year. It's a 9-year. Next year is a 1 year, which is all about new beginnings. So the energy behind the scenes, the Queen of Wands, the inspirational female, bringing forth a powerful message, both spiritual and physical, to influence and mentor many that they may not even be aware of. So this is the secondary energy behind the scenes. Now, it's not necessarily a female, it's not necessarily women. It could be just feminine, it's just feminine energy. And for me, queens are about internal energy, internally doing. This is very much about taking time out for yourself to bring forward a new plan, a new message based in spirituality. You've got the cat down the bottom that is also about practicality and inspiring others. So they're the two energies behind the scenes as we go into this new year. The rise of the feminine energy as opposed to the depressive same old. Right. What is coming out of this energy is the star. setting your dreams aloft. We are looking at quite significant change in this coming year. This is about putting out there into the universe, into the world, the dreams of hope and healing, and holding on to those dreams in the face of this devil energy, which is not quite done yet. It's nearly done, but not quite. And when I say nearly done, I can't give you a time frame as to when. It is when we the people, enough of we the people, step up and we go through this change. And I'm also a firm believer, I'm just going to pop those down for a second, that we are going through an evolution change, not just a physical change. It's not quite right. How do I put that? We're going through an evolution change. But it doesn't. Evolution change doesn't happen overnight. It happens over generations. And when I talk about evolution changes, there have been 9 Homo evolution developments of humanity over the millennium. Lots and lots and lots of, hundreds of thousands of years. And I'm talking about Homo erectus and Neanderthal and etc. 9 of those there's been 9 evolution changes to come to Homo erectus. The other 8 all died out. We are going through a evolution change at the moment over the next several thousand years. We are right in the midst of the start of it. And for that evolution change is we are shifting from a Homo sapien to Homo luminous is the name that I've given it. It just absolutely, completely fits. And it is about a spiritual and energy change rather than a physical change. And yes, we are in the middle of that. So we are going through the beginning of that stage at the moment. Okay, back on track again. Come on down. So we've got the Queen of Wands. The energy coming out of that Queen of Wands is the Moon card. Another major arcana. Major arcanas are very much, there's 22 of them out of a deck of 78, and they have incredibly powerful energy within their own right. So when we get a lot of them, it's a take note moment. The Moon card out of this inspirational feminine energy is about bringing to the surface the emotions, shining the light of the moon, the healing moon, the feminine moon, on these emotions that for some of us we feel like we're drowning in. Bring them to the surface, expose them to the healing light so that they can be dispersed. Might also mean that there are secrets coming out that will change how we move forward. But this is more about, I'm talking about us personally. The Moon card, letting go of whatever is holding us down, whatever is suffocating us, which is part of these cards as well. And choosing to take the alternate path, the path of growth. So very much bringing to the surface what needs to be exposed to shine the healing light on it, the star of healing, so that it no longer has power over us. And when it no longer has power over us, we step into our own authority. We reclaim the direction of our own lives. The karma hanging over, we've got again another major arcana, the Emperor. Now, in this particular reading, in this particular deck, the Emperor is very much about taking control of your life for you. It doesn't mean you disadvantage others. It doesn't mean that you impose yourself on others. It simply means that you make the decision to take control of your life for you, to take it in the direction that you want to. If you're 57 like me and you want to go back to university to study whatever it is that you want to study, then it's up to you to make the decision to do so. If you want to stay in a relationship or leave a relationship for any reason, then it's time for you to make the decisions in regards to which direction those take. This is very much about you taking control of your life for you. Oh gosh, another major. The secondary energy, the karma over us at the moment as we go forward into this new beginning, is the Judgment card. This is about allowing your soul spirit to sing and dance and be true to itself, embracing the spirituality. I know it's judgment, but judgment pretty much just means a spiritual awakening and allowing your soul spirit to dance and sing and freedom. First step of all this is self-healing. So there's the Four of Swords, the self-healing. Taking time out, saying no, pause, stop, and then go. Releasing any emotions that are holding you back. Decide what it is that you want to, the dreams that you have, step into your authority and bring those dreams to fruition. Allow your soul spirit to dance and sing and embrace your inner spirituality. Be the internal feminine energy mentor in an age where there is this, it's so easy to get caught up in the same old routine, expecting a different outcome. So the first step of it is to self-care. Four of Swords can be internal reflection, can be internal healing. Take up Tai Chi, even if it's via YouTube. If you need to get more movement into your joints, great for people that are older, over 50. If you want to learn how to anything, crochet, tapestry, weave, paint, grow and propagate herbs and give them away, or whatever it is. This is time to self-nurture, self-care, and bring back balance and moderation, the Temperance card. Again, embracing that higher self in a place of yin and yang balance. The darkness and the light, the emotions and the joy and the illumination and joy. Temperance, internal balance. It's time to rewrite the record player that is playing in your mind. This is the Five of Swords, and this was very much about, this is going back to me talking about at the beginning about the TV show Love Your Face. All of us have comments that were made in passing or teasing when we were at school, or untruths that we have told ourselves and come to believe them, that we have imprinted in our minds, that have worn a groove in the record player of the story that we tell ourselves over and over again. It is time to go within and identify those untruths, and they generally are. I'm too fat, I'm too thin, I'm too stupid, I'm too smart, I'm too tall, I'm too short, I'm square eyes, whatever it is. I've got knobbly knees, I've got, whatever it is that we've either had told to us, and for whatever reason at that vulnerable point we believed it and wrote it into ourselves, or we've told ourselves something that is untrue about us, that it is time to identify whatever that is and acknowledge it, but acknowledge it for what it was. It is not who you are. It is what you have imprinted upon yourself. And like any imprint, it can be removed, but it takes work. It's about identifying something that we're saying about ourselves that is uh, not true. Sometimes we lean into it. So, for example, if it's you're too fat, we lean into, well, I'm too fat, so I might as well eat that whole chocolate cake type thing. Sometimes we lean into it to justify a false belief. Sometimes we eat a whole chocolate cake even if we're not too fat. But you know what? You get what I'm talking about. It's about identifying the untruths about who we are within ourselves that we have to release, bring to the surface, shine the light on them. It's not easy because what you're pretty much having to do is identify the untruths and rewrite. Take the needle out of that groove every time you catch yourself playing that recording and create a new groove. I am smart. I have ability. I am beautiful. I am voluptuous. I have amazing eyes. I love deeply. Whatever it is, rewriting. Leave it behind and rewrite this internal story you're telling yourself. And come into any relationship as a whole person. It is the Lover's card, doesn't mean it has to be a lover, doesn't mean you're going to get a new partner or anything like that. It just means about coming in as a whole person to any relationship you are involved in and understanding that every single one of us has gifts, has abilities and skills, and they're not the same as anybody else. My husband would burn cornflakes, but I can't change a tap washer. I suppose I could learn to do so, but he knows how. So, we come into relationships as whole people, bringing into that relationship our own abilities, our own skills, our own nuances, and both very comfortable with who we are, which means when we come together, we are already complete, and we are in a relationship because we want to be there. And that doesn't matter with any relationship, friendships, family, casual relationships. It's very much about coming in as a whole person and acknowledging that finding balance with others. And the Knight of Wands. Beat your own drum. Be your own advocate. Share your message. Share your message of power. But most importantly, be your own support crew. Be your own advocate. You've got the Ten of Swords, as I said, let go of the untruths or whatever it is that you are finding that's holding you back, and step over into this new horizon because we are approaching a year of change. The Sun card. Embrace the joy. Embrace all that is powerful. Step into the energy of your own sun. The Hanged Man. This is about looking at the world differently. We all have this light within us to bring forward, to shine. This is about finding a very comfortable space to be in and then bringing your light forward. The Tower. Letting go of what is not important. Whether it be physical, whether it be spiritual, whether it be psychological, whatever it is, whatever is not important, let it go. Because once you make space, then the transformative can come in and bring the new. Got the butterflies here. By breaking down this hillock, by it being struck by lightning, by letting go of what is no longer serving you. It is transformative to something beautiful that can be, and whether it's this negative self-talk, or whether it's hanging on to Great Aunt Mary's mahogany dining table that doesn't fit because it was a family heirloom apparently, but you don't really like it. Let it go. Whatever it is, let it go so that you can plant the seeds for the new. Seven of Pentacles. Plant the seeds of all that can be beautiful and nurture that. Concentrate on that, because we are birthing a new world at the moment with the Empress. We are in the process of birthing a new evolution. And with that Ace of Wands, it is a fabulous Ace of Wands. Embracing your inner strength, your inner messaging, your inner spirituality, opening your third eye. Homo luminous. Absolutely. If there is any card that would symbolize that more, there is not one in this deck. Because we are birthing, plant the seeds, because we together are birthing a new world of Homo luminous. And out of all those cards that are there today, this one could be in the past, or it could just simply be the energies behind the scenes, and is really the only negative card, because this one is incredibly positive about going within and rewriting that record player, that story you tell yourself that you know in your heart of hearts is not true. Letting go of what no longer serves. Okay, that is my message for next year. We are going to step into an amazing year. It is very much about taking control of our lives for us, for the future that we want. Now, that doesn't mean we poo-poo the rest of the world. It's very much about stepping in and creating the world that we want to live in, that we want to be part of. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Big year of change coming up. It's going to be amazing. Buckle up. It's going to be rocky in parts, but hold the line, because we've got this. We are in the light. We're bringing the light. We are shining the light, and it is light and love. The dark fears the light. And that's why we're those that are operating from the dark are getting so desperate and trying to create fear and trying to create divisiveness and trying to trigger hate and fear and divisiveness, because they fear what is coming and they know it's coming. So love, light, strength, and heart to you all. Take care.